Okay, so against my better judgment,
Oh, I can't. The best stories start out this way.
I won 2 tickets to the Broadway production of Beaches.
No. Well, first of all, one, really, were you a winner? Because you're ultimately being forced by gunpoint to see this show because I have heard it is a hot pile of garbage. They're giving away $10 tickets online. And by giving away, I mean, they're like, you could pay $10 or we could pay you $10 just to
Or
walk in.
the door is open and no one's going to ask
Yeah,
you.
if you're homeless, if you're a meth addict, come on in.
Okay, so
Butts in seats.
here's the scene. First of all, you have to have a couple drinks before you go because
Couple?
you already know what it is.
Yes.
It's on the gayest street because it's Cats, the Jellicle Ball,
Oh,
Titanic, and Beaches.
that is a
So,
very homosexual lane.
right. It should be 3 juggernauts. Instead, it's 2 big nuts and 1 tiny dick.
And a small jug.
Yes.
Okay.
This thing from beginning to end, not only is it just a bad idea, it's a swing and a miss through the top to bottom.
Which in theory it shouldn't be because I feel like it could be baked in good potential.
1,000
material.
fucking percent.
How do you miss the mark on Beaches?
I'll tell you.
Oh, first of all, you said beginning to end, so that means you stayed all the way through.
I did because as someone that had that poster above my bed and saw it in the theater. See, here's the thing.
You did it for the poster.
I did. I mean, I saw Beaches in the theater, which is like a lot of it is folklore. Like, oh, I love Drop Dead Gorgeous. Did you pay the ticket in the theater and you see it?
Oh, you saw it in the movie theater.
Correct.
Wow.
So yeah.
How old were you?
Currently, I'm 130.
But when the movie came out, you saw
I must have been like 10.
How did you get to the movie? Did somebody
Because
go
I'm
with
a
you?
strong businesswoman.
You were Diane Keaton. I just want to set the scene for that for a second. Did somebody bring you to see this in the movie theater, or did you fly
Beaches?
solo?
I think I went by myself.
Shut your whore
And
mouth.
I think it was warm outside. So I spent like a nice summer's day.
And your
watching
mother
my-
wasn't like, well, he's
She
as
didn't
good as
give a
gay
shit.
now.
She didn't. Like, what do you mean you're gay? It's like, what the cut to?
She's like, where is he? They didn't even know you left the house. How did you pay for it? With ducats?
I mean, I could absolutely understand Jessica Tandy and Kathy Bates and Fried Green Tomatoes. I was her.
You are a strong
I'm a
businesswoman
strong
seeing
businesswoman
Beaches
in
alone.
in a loveless marriage. So I saw all the way. I mean, I was committed. There was a time at intermission. Intermission. This is the first time I'm in like the 5th row
Yeah.
of Beaches.
Because it's easy. It's a free ticket. Yeah.
I went to the bathroom. You would have thought that, like, no one had to go to the bathroom. I got up, went downstairs, and like, there's not a line
Because
This
they
is-
all left.
This is Beaches, the musical. There's not a man in line for the bathroom at Beaches,
Because they were
the
gone.
musical. Correct.
There was a mass exodus for the door.
Yes. So it's like I saw someone who I knew at intermission. Like, this is the first time I think I've ever not waited in line.
Yeah.
But something like Titanic, it's like I have to go to the bathroom. They're like, sorry, you're
Good
gonna have to
luck.
hold it.
Yeah.
This is like any stall, anywhere.
Your
you want.
choice. Yeah, because everybody's gone. There was a stampede for 47th Street.
Yeah, you could get a drink. Would you like something from the bar? No one's there.
No, they're all
Sure.
gone.
No, I don't want wine beneath my wings.
Tell
Which-
me you're joking.
I wish. This is what I'm saying. From like top to bottom, head to toe, there's a misstep. And I mean, I looked at it as like wine beneath. Are you fucking with us right now? Are you just trying to kick us
Were
in the
they
nuts?
making it campy? What was the vibe of the actual show? Were they making fun? It wasn't.
No.
It was, we're taking Beaches and we're just being literal. We're putting it right
So
on stage.
what I've heard is that they're like, oh, we're going to go with the book version, which I think is a phenomenal idea from a juggernaut hit of Beaches with Bette Midler and Barbara Hershey to then piss on that material and go for the source that nobody knows because no one reads Beaches, the book.
I didn't know it had source material.
Correct, which is why when you're watching the musical and certain names are changed, you're like, why are we calling this woman Birdie when we have been calling her Hillary for the past 30 some years
of our lives?
Right. They're like,
No.
oh, well, Birdie's her name in the book.
No one gives a shit about the book, everybody.
No one gives a... Who read Sleeping with the Enemy, the book?
Oh!
Nobody.
Are you joking? Is that really a book?
Correct.
No! See, we don't... If you do not even have a knowledge of the source material... So I don't want to see the musical of the book that was a better movie that was on Blu-ray,
right?
That was also played, on xylophone at the Red Rocks Amphitheater by John Tesh, like whatever. So, give me the thing that I liked the most, always.
Remember when the movie Rent came out and everyone was like, because it was so like Disneyfied and the colors were like bright and like the apartment was clean. Everything was like IKEA, like nothing made any sense. Mm-hmm. So Beaches is so sanitized. And there is no like quirky like Avenue C apartment, a veranda. You're like that. None of that of like in like clanking, like turn up the heat.
What does the apartment look like?
She's in summer stock in like North Carolina.
Oh, I hate everything about this. I think I have to see it.
It's so like it doesn't make. They change so much. You're like, what the fuck is this?
Wow.
And then the girl that goes to law school, Hillary or Birdie, they make her the dumbest woman. Now she's in the movie. She's she's in this whatever relationship.
Is this the Barbara Hershey role?
Correct.
Okay.
So obviously, then eventually she grows into like this fucking awesome lawyer and runs her dad's whatever. In the show, it's imagine Terry Hatcher in one of the worst movies she's ever done.
That is so specific. How do I even pick?
Right.
Okay.
And that's how
classic Hatcher.
Right. But the thing is, then you have Cece Bloom, who this girl must feel the weight of the fucking show on her
Bette
shoulders.
Midler established this.
Right.
Good luck.
Right. But not only that, but she has to sing her face off to like level up the source material. And she does. Like you can she's a pro.
She's working for Jesus.
She's
okay.
Awesome. So there's no Otto Titzling, there's no O Industry, there's no Under the Boardwalk or any of that shit.
No. This is a crime.
Correct.
I do not go to see Beaches without O Industry, the classic pivotal Industry song that I know every single word to as a child younger than yourself.
And reenacted that small clip in your basement.
Absolutely. With Michelle Maroney. She was my backup singer.
Wow.
Yeah.
And you know that in the movie, there is no like velvet dress where she's singing Wind Beneath My Wings.
No.
Because it's part of the montage at the funeral.
Oh, okay.
If everybody should know that by now.
Spoiler alert. If you haven't seen Beaches, we apologize.
Right. Spoiler alert. Barbara Hershey died 35 years ago.
And she
in the
keeps
movie.
dying emotionally every time.
So the 11 o'clock number or the 1 a.m. number for this pig is Wind Beneath My Wings, which should be, that's the story of the glory of love. That's when she's singing after her friend dies or whatever.
Uh-huh.
This thing is the most rickety ass fucking song. So she comes out and she starts singing Wind Beneath My Wings, which is, I don't really think is the greatest song in the world.
Well, it depends. Did you perform it at Canopy Lake Park as part of the karaoke soundstage? And do you have a recording of it? Cut to the recording right now.
It must have been cold there in my shadow to never have sunlight on your face, 'cause you are the wind beneath my wings. Oh, the wind beneath my wings. You the sky. Thank you, thank you, thank God for you, the wind beneath my wings.
Pretty amazing.
I can say that no, I wasn't there. I didn't perform that. But let's. So here's the scene. So she rolls out. She's got this hideous dress on, and they light her, and then all the crystals come down. There's nothing that says desperation like a wall full of crystals.
Oh, yeah. Something shiny.
Individual crystals. So
Okay.
I can't tell. Is it supposed to symbolize rain, teardrops? What is this? And she's singing "Wind Beneath My Wings" and whatever. And then like an alien coming out of a stomach, the center of the stage juts out
No.
to the crowd.
No.
But like as if like a hamster wheel.
Just scrolls her out like over the like it
Like
would have been
into the
funnier
crowd.
if she was on like casters and then they flew her up.
They should have.
Oh my
Because
god.
this thing, it just kind of looks like she's
No.
like.
Because
kinda
you know even the stagehands are like, we're not going to WD-40 this bitch
No.
because we're not going to be here
Yeah.
next week.
Yeah, I don't care. Yeah,
Wow. So she's doing one of these like,
kind of.
herky-jerky.
Like, yeah, animatronic.
wow.
And she has to sing this fucking song that everybody there knows. And people beside me are sobbing.
No.
I'm like, you must have paid full price. Is that what you're sobbing about?
They're crying because I can't believe we paid to see this.
Oh, get me another glass of wine beneath my wings.
There wasn't even an industry cooler. There was nothing in the bar a drink sling, nothing.
Nothing.
An auto Tito sling.
That would have been great.
Yes, there was potential here.
An auto mule. That would have been great.
Oh, so they're literally, so these tourists came, they spent a lot of money, and they're crying because it's wind beneath my wings.
Right.
And that's it.
Yeah,
They have
so
not
that-
been moved to that place.
Like how they
For any other
remember
reason.
in the movie adaptation when they're like, it doesn't matter what happened at the beginning of the movie. The last 5 minutes can make or break the movie.
I don't remember that because I've never seen it, but I trust you. It's how I feel about whenever you end a show with a confetti cannon, it tricks you. It's almost like hypnosis. Like you could watch the shittiest thing, and now if you watch Beaches and they threw confetti at you at the end, you'd walk out being like, "That was the best thing I've ever seen on
Yeah.
Broadway," because they shot something at your face.
Correct.
Okay.
Yes. Doesn't
Okay.
matter what happens. And then you walk out, you're covered
And
in
all
confetti.
sins are forgiven
Right.
because you've confettied me. So Wind Beneath My Wings was confetti cannon of Beaches.
This was the confetti cannon of Beaches, and also where if you're in the know, you look and you're like, wow, this was your Hail Mary, and this sucked.
And nobody caught the pass.
Yeah.
Yeah. I can't believe, were you alone seeing this show?
No, I was with Marcus, and he's like, I don't even remember the movie. Which then I had to take
You
him
know
to,
what?
I had to take him to the hospital because I beat the shit out
Your
of him.
Honor, this is why I need to be granted a divorce. I think that Marcus is straight. So many times you've told me stories about him where I'm like, no, I don't think this is going to work out. Now, see, meanwhile, because it is Tony season, Tony season, I'll tell
Right.
you the story, then I'll welcome everybody to Dear
Tony
Pod,
Bra-
and then maybe
Tony
we'll talk
Braxton,
about
Tony
something.
Collette,
All the
Tony
Tonys.
Basil.
We won't be as gay in the second half of this pod. Because it is, I was like, I had a night off. I was like, I hadn't seen a show in a minute. Aside from Cats, the homosexual ball,
Yeah.
which, by the way, we've already talked about, endorsed. You see it while you can
Yeah.
because these tickets are going to get expensive. And somebody told me about Lost Boys.
Mm-hmm.
And see,
Did you see it?
yes, I did. Here's what, y'all.
At the new Palace
At the
Theater.
new Palace Theater, which has a side entrance, and I wasn't ready for it. But what I loved about it was that they didn't deny that the source material. If they were like, you guys, this is based on Lost Boys, the comic book, and you have to appreciate that. Whatever. They were like, this was a movie. We're not going to deny it was a movie. We're going to make it as cinematic as possible. And we're going to lean into everything of what it was. Everything that you loved about Lost Boys. See, that's like the perfect lesson to learn. Don't deny what people loved about this thing. There's a reason it was a hit. And lean into what that thing was. They literally like pretty much, I would say 90% recreated the movie, but they had to musicalize it. So
Right.
obviously, like, they didn't deny what the thing was. You lean into the thing that made it the thing.
Right.
So I was like, I'm going to go see Lost Boys. Got a cheap ticket. I walked right up to the box office like I was a swell from 1920. And I said, I would like one
ticket
seat,
to the
sir.
show, please.
And then I paid for it in Guinea. And how many farthings to see one performance of Lost Boys?
I'll also have a bag of peanuts, sir.
Oh, fancy. Right off the heater. And I was queening out the whole time. I was alone. And I've also noticed something weird about me lately is that I'm saying things out loud like I'm...
Yes, queen.
Yes, queen, work those biscuits, bitch. I think I said something out loud by accident during the show. I was like, oh my God, I love that. Like I did.
I'll suck your dick.
Wait, what?
And the guys... Everybody, is she? Who's she talking to?
Bravo, eat my pussy.
I think I said "fuck yeah, Kiefer Sutherland" at one point.
What?
Like I don't know what. I was alone. It was not like I was commiserating with anybody near me, but it was. It like. Here's what I'll say. Here's the positives of this show, and here's why I feel like you should go see it. If you loved the 80s and 90s, this is giving you everything that you want. If you loved Lost Boys like I did, which I am shocked by the amount of people who I'm like, oh, you know Lost Boys. And they're like, Julesy, I never saw it. My mother, I've never seen it. Which I'm like, no. You know, at this point, no. If you didn't appreciate it then, you don't get to love me now, Lost Boys.
Okay.
You've seen Lost Boys.
Yeah, with Jamie Gertz.
Yes, classic, gorgeous Kiefer Sutherland and Jason Patric. I was madly in love with Corey Feldman. And my only disappointment, there was a couple disappointments in the actual musical that
Wait. You were in love with Corey Feldman?
Madly in love with Corey Feldman. Not now. I'm in love with his Instagram page because nothing is funnier than Corey Feldman's Instagram page, everybody. Corey Feldman is the biggest ball of... I don't know what happened. I don't know. I think he got touched by, somebody on set. I don't know, Brian Dennehy or something.
Corey Feldman is the equivalent of me trying to leave my house and then my belt loop getting stuck in my door handle and I just can't seem to get loose.
That's actually a very good... And if you were obsessed with Michael Jackson, just like add that to that list.
Naturally.
Abnormal obsession.
Yeah.
The sound and the set design for this show should win all of the awards.
It looks incredible.
Phenomenal. And you feel like you're in a rock show. And at one point, they have a greased up, really bulky guy playing the saxophone and walking across the stage, which to me is a delicious love letter to the 80s and 90s when there was always a greased up saxophone guy.
Oh, Rob Lowe in St. Elmo's Fire.
Always.
Why is he playing the saxophone and why is he dressed like that?
I think this is why I took up the saxophone when I was 8. I wanted to be a hot, greased up,
Simpson.
overly muscled. No, I didn't want Lisa. I wanted to be the muscle man.
Oh, okay.
Who just made like the sax sexy. And then he just walks across the stage and grinds around.
You're
I was like,
saxy.
you're saxy. Except as an 8-year-old, I'm like, let me play Careless Whisper.
What's her name? Erin McGuire. No.
It's sexy.
It's saxy sexy. Now Baker Street. I only ever learned tequila. That's just a fun side note on the alto saxophone. When I
That's
was a
great.
kid, I learned tequila, which is not an exciting saxophone line. It was like, ha, 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 ha. Did I ever tell you that I took out my saxophone when my family came over? This is just a sidebar that I'll go back to Lost Boys because it's just good. I learned saxophone. Moth made me learn it because I played saxophone until I was 25. They had to kick her out of her high school band. They said, ma'am, you've been graduated for 3 years now. It's creepy.
It is creepy.
We'll ask her about it today. We got to call Moth and ask about that. So she insisted that I take up the saxophone. So I learned the alto sax, and I wanted, when my whole family came over, it was like a July 4th day, everybody's sweating in the living room, and I was like, wait, hold on, everybody. I got a song to play for you. Went over, put my whole saxophone together, moistened my reed, put my armature together. This must have gone on for 15 minutes because it took me a long time to construct the saxophone. In the middle of the living room, in my memory of it, everybody was just staring at me.
How old were you?
I 8 to 10, somewhere in
Oh, I
those.
thought this was like last summer.
That would be even Now I would 100% do that and and hold everybody hostage, which is
That's like, come over for dinner. I'll start cooking when you get here.
yeah. Oh, exactly. Everybody take a seat and get comfortable. And in my mind's eye, I remember sitting in the middle of the living room, my family's around me, and I was like, okay, this is tequila. Because it was like Pee-wee's Big Adventure was a big
Sure.
thing, and everybody loved the song Tequila. So I'm in the middle of the living room with my saxophone. But the sax line of Tequila is just like G, 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 A, A, G, G, B, G, A.
This is riveting.
I shit you not. And my whole family was forced to be supportive and sit there and listen to me go, tequila.
No.
I
Absolutely.
remember saying it just like that. That I was like, tequila.
Wow. Genius. Musical
And I have kept
genius.
my family trapped in escape rooms of entertainment ever since.
Wow.
So that's just a sidebar.
Consider me lucky.
You're blessed.